big man.
No. Nice tats. Why don't you tell me about it?
Little bird told me about it. They're called Etion on me because I'm the guy.
All right, but...
No, wait! Don't leave me here! Please!
Yeah.
Do the things you wanna do once you find once you...
Whoa!
Who the hell are you?
Virus. I'll just go away with the virus. I want to... Understand? Yes, sir. I'm gonna get it back.
School the ceiling, that's my mind. Level, check it out.
Nasty.
So here's how it's gonna go down.
Well, that's a tough.
Fine.
Think I made up my mind.
For the moment.
Bet you wish you didn't. You gotta go to sleep now.
Door. Pick a door. What's the matter? You got a lot of bad...
Responding back. Access denied. Access denied. Access...
Well done, boy.
Just calling me yo.
That's not possible.
Having to extract it myself.
Full 8 hours.
Dreamt they killed you before. Old...
Remember that deck?
Yeah, I remember it.
Well, all right.
I thought it was...
Real brothers. Task forces, our enemies are...
Shoots him a hell of a good idea.
on self-preservation, which is why we...
Death Cole.
You remember the data they gave us, man? 2096. Now that is scary aside, schmenicide to the system.
You want? See that guy over there?
Right at it.
Let them go.
Hey, where's the machine?
Superman.
Get. Routine.
Brace yourself! Bring it to you! Hey! And I need a ride!
I got it.
No, I got it.
I got it.
I got it.
But the first go.
There goes option 2. Time for what? The machines won't stop. We can't risk millions.
Not done!
It's never over till it's over.
It went. It's never over.
You catch him up! Thanks, Dad! You reeling me?
I have a day off.
Timo, you got that? Gonna need more. Hey! Too much weight! Drop him! Now!
My turn.
Let's go! Let's go! Right now, hit that!
Got you, Hobbs.
Hurry! Jump! Engine is tripping! The numbers don't add up! You know? Where's Superman? Doesn't work as a team.
What's your back, bro?
I got it.
Set me up as a traitor! I killed my own brother!
Sure, compared to the thing.
And I
We have heart.
You.
You outperform. You will. Great.
How about us?
Let's go.
Look, Batman had Rob.
Because you...
Actually, like, flirting.
By lady, we're not flirting, all right?
Guy, bro.
Would I do that?
Yes, you do.
No. Keep going, I got business to take care of on us. Not the dance you want to do with me. What, you're 3?
You're doing it.
Saving you.
Going anywhere.
That's disgusting.
She's too good looking to be here. So that virus is.
Listen to me.
And the virus.
On my 3!
No one tells me what to...
Sure. Spin it. 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, just like that.
You're not the man on there. To go.
I said.
Going for mine, running through the dark like the night stalker.
Well, Big Brother lecture, really?
I'm monkey on my back and I cool. I'm the evolution of man.
One of them.
It's a ghost.
Chased by the Terminator.
Buckle up, fat boy. I'm gonna save your life.
Hey guys! Today we are diving headfirst into the explosion-packed, testosterone-fueled, and surprisingly funny world of Fast and Furious presents Hobbs Shaw. Get ready for some serious smack talk, gravity-defying stunts, and a whole lot of family drama because we're breaking down every single moment. I put a lot of work into these, so if you like what you see, a like and a subscribe is always appreciated. No worries if not. Our story kicks off in a dimly lit, high-tech facility somewhere in London. We're introduced to Hattie Shaw, an MI6 agent who, along with her team, is attempting to recover a dangerous bioweapon. The air is thick with tension as they move with calculated precision, the quiet hum of the facility's machinery the only sound, until a sudden, sharp, metallic clang echoes, signaling trouble. Out of the shadows bursts Brixton Lore, a man who moves with an unsettling, almost inhuman fluidity. He's dressed in tactical gear, his face impassive, and his every move is accompanied by the subtle whirring and shifting of cybernetic enhancements beneath his skin. This guy isn't just human, he's been upgraded. The MI6 team, well trained as they are no match for him. Brixton disarms them with frightening ease, each punch landing with a sickening thud, each kick connecting with a bone-jarring impact. He's faster, stronger, and seemingly impervious to their efforts. He takes out agents with a casual brutality that speaks volumes about his power. Hattie, seeing her team fall around her, grabs the dangerous pathogen, a supervirus called Snowflake, and in a desperate attempt to keep it out of Brixton's hands, injects it into her own bloodstream. Brixton, furious but undeterred, tries to capture her, but she makes a daring escape, leaping through a shattered window, the glass raining down around her with a delicate tinkle before she disappears into the bustling London night. Brixton, meanwhile, makes off with the device containing the rest of the virus, leaving behind a trail of destruction and a very confused MI6.
Cut to a bustling street in Los Angeles. Sunshine, palm trees, and the low rumble of a perfectly maintained classic car. We meet Luke Hobbs, now a civilian, though you wouldn't know it from his physique. He's built like a tank, muscles rippling under his shirt, a permanent scowl etched on his face. He's trying to live a normal life, driving his custom truck and generally minding his own business, though normal for Hobbs still involves looking like he could bench press a small house. He gets a call from his former colleague, Locke, a CIA agent who is, well, let's just say Locke has a unique way of communicating. He's incredibly enthusiastic and full of over-the-top descriptions, speaking in rapid-fire bursts about the seriousness of the situation, the world-ending stakes, and the desperate need for Hobbs's particular brand of blunt force trauma. Locke lays it all out, the snowflake virus, Brixton Lore, and the global catastrophe brewing. He appeals to Hobbs's sense of duty, his desire to protect the innocent, and perhaps a little bit to his ego, which, let's be honest, is considerable. Hobbs, despite his initial reluctance, a dramatic sigh, a roll of the eyes, can't say no when the world is on the line. Duty calls, and apparently duty calls for Hobbs to start breaking things again. Meanwhile, across the pond in London, we find Deckard Shaw. Shaw, ever the suave, sophisticated, and utterly lethal mercenary, is enjoying a rather refined breakfast in a luxurious apartment, complete with an immaculately tailored suit. The peaceful moment is shattered when he receives a call, not from some government agency, but from an old contact who has a situation for him. The situation, it turns out, involves the very same virus and the very same Brixton. Shaw, too, is brought up to speed on the details, the stolen pathogen, the enhanced villain, and the ticking clock. He learns that his own sister, Hattie, is involved, albeit unwillingly, and that she's now a primary target for Brixton, potentially a carrier, and definitely in deep trouble. Shaw's calm demeanor barely wavers, but there's a flicker of concern in his eyes. Family, even when complicated, means something to him. He agrees to take the job, but not out of patriotism. It's about Hattie. He also makes it explicitly clear that he wants to handle this his way, meaning with minimal fuss, maximum efficiency, and probably a few explosions.
The stage is set for an inevitable and highly combustible meeting. Hobbs and Shaw are independently summoned to a clandestine black site beneath the streets of London, a stark, sterile environment filled with flickering computer screens and hushed voices. Neither of them knows the other has been called in. The tension is palpable as they walk into the same briefing room. Their eyes meet across the room, and the air immediately crackles with animosity. The polite murmurs of the analysts vanish, replaced by an audible, collective intake of breath. These two do not get along at all. Their past encounters have been, shall we say, less than amicable, involving explosions, car chases, and a general disregard for each other's well-being. They launch into a verbal sparring match almost immediately, insults flying thick and fast, each trying to one-up the other with cutting remarks about their intelligence, their style, their general existence. It's like watching two alpha predators circle each other, sizing each other up, teeth bared, ready to pounce. Their handler, a weary CIA agent named Loeb, tries desperately to bring them back to the task at hand, to remind them of the grave global threat.
He stresses the urgency, the lethality of the virus, and the unparalleled danger posed by Brixton Lore, who is described as a black Superman thanks to his cybernetic upgrades. Hobbs snorts at the moniker, while Shaw merely raises an eyebrow, a clear sign of his disdain for anything so dramatic. Eventually, through gritted teeth and a shared sense of professional duty, they grudgingly agree to work together. It's less an alliance and more a temporary truce, forged purely out of necessity, and it's clear neither of them is happy about it. The room practically vibrates with their conflicting egos. Their first lead takes them to a highly secure black site where Hattie Shaw is being held by the CIA. The agency, not realizing the full extent of the threat or Brixton's capabilities, believes Hattie is a rogue agent and the source of the virus. Hobbs and Shaw storm the facility because, of course they don't do subtle. The alarm blares, security guards scramble, but they are utterly outmatched. Hobbs smashes through doors with his bare hands, each blow resonating with a satisfying crack, while Shaw moves like a phantom, disabling guards with swift, precise strikes, a graceful, lethal dance. They carve a path of destruction through the facility, each one demonstrating their unique combat styles. Hobbs relies on sheer power, a thunderous force of nature, while Shaw uses calculated precision and surprising agility. They reach Hattie's cell, and she's, understandably, not thrilled to see them, especially her brother, who she has some significant historical beef with. The conversation is punctuated by sarcastic jabs and lingering accusations, a clear sign of the complicated family dynamic at play. Hattie explains that she injected the virus into herself to protect it from Brixton, making her the unwitting carrier. The revelation adds a whole new layer of urgency and personal stakes to the mission. Just as they're about to make their escape, Brixton Lore and his elite Etion forces descend upon the black site. The facility is rocked by explosions, the metallic groan of tearing steel echoing through the corridors. Brixton, now fully aware of Hattie's location, wants her back, or rather, the virus she carries. A frantic, close-quarters firefight erupts. Hobbs and Shaw, momentarily united by a common enemy, fight back-to-back, a surprisingly effective, if entirely unplanned, duo. Hobbs takes on multiple Etion soldiers simultaneously, his fists a blur of motion, each punch landing with a sickening thud. Shaw uses his environment, his intelligence, and his lightning-fast reflexes to outmaneuver and incapacitate his opponents. Hattie, not one to be a damsel in distress, also gets involved, demonstrating her own formidable combat skills. She's quick, resourceful, and capable of holding her own. The air is thick with the smell of gunpowder and scorched metal. They eventually fight their way out of the black site, barely escaping with their lives, the cacophony of alarms and gunfire fading behind them as they speed off into the London streets. The chase that follows is pure Fast and Furious spectacle. Brixton, mounted on a custom, transforming motorcycle that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie, pursues them through the narrow, winding streets of London. His bike can practically defy physics, twisting and turning in ways that are frankly ridiculous, but undeniably cool. He's faster, more agile, and completely relentless. Hobbs and Shaw are in a heavily armored truck, not exactly built for speed or nimble maneuvers. The truck roars through the streets, its tires screeching in protest as Hobbs attempts to navigate the impossible turns. Shaw, riding shotgun, provides a running commentary of sarcastic critiques and genuinely helpful tactical advice, his voice a calm counterpoint to Hobbs's guttural grunts of exertion. The chase is a symphony of shattered glass, crumpled metal, and blaring car horns. Brixton weaves through traffic, firing off rounds, his superhuman reflexes allowing him to avoid collisions that would obliterate any normal rider. He manages to hook a cable onto their truck, attempting to flip it over, but Hobbs, with a roar of pure defiance, unleashes the truck's raw power, dragging Brixton and his bike behind them. The chase culminates in a massive pileup, the truck skidding to a halt, surrounded by wrecked vehicles, the air filled with the deafening crunch of metal on metal. Brixton, undeterred, uses his cybernetic enhancements to leap onto the truck, attempting to subdue Hattie and extract the virus. He's a true force of nature, each strike landing with concussive force. Hobbs and Shaw, battered but unbowed, fight him off, a brutal hand-to-hand struggle atop the moving vehicle. It's a testament to their combined strength and resilience that they manage to escape Brixton's grasp, sending him tumbling back onto the street. They make a clean break, leaving Brixton momentarily defeated amidst the wreckage. They retreat to a dilapidated safe house, somewhere deep in the urban sprawl, where they can try to figure out their next move. The atmosphere is thick with a grudging truce. Hobbs immediately starts rummaging for a massive protein shake, while Shaw cleans his weapon with meticulous care. Hattie, exhausted and growing sicker from the virus, is the focus of their attention. The virus is accelerating, and time is running out. The safe house provides a rare moment of respite from the non-stop action, allowing for some crucial character development and, of course, more barbed banter. Hobbs and Shaw exchange stories, often contradictory, about their past encounters, revealing their deep-seated rivalry, but also an underlying, if unacknowledged, respect. Hattie, caught in the middle, reveals more about her strained relationship with Deckard, hinting at a past betrayal that still wounds her. It's here that they get a clearer picture of Etion, Brixton's shadowy organization. It's a group that believes humanity needs to be reset and that only the strong should survive, a rather extreme take on social Darwinism. Brixton, it turns out, was once a colleague of Shaw's, a past mission gone horribly wrong that left Brixton supposedly dead and Shaw carrying the blame. This revelation adds a layer of personal vendetta to the mission, transforming it from a simple retrieval to a quest for redemption and revenge. To extract the virus from Hattie, they need a specialized piece of equipment, a very specific, experimental extraction device, which is located in a highly secure Etion facility in Chernobyl. Yes, Chernobyl, because why go somewhere easy when you can visit a nuclear disaster zone? This requires them to find a way to infiltrate one of the most heavily guarded places on Earth. This is where Madame M comes into play, a former associate of Shaw's, a powerful arms dealer and tech genius who operates out of a ridiculously stylish penthouse in Moscow. She's sleek, sophisticated, and utterly fearless, her voice a low purr. Their meeting with Madame M is a delicate dance of negotiation, threats, and veiled promises. She agrees to help, but not without a hefty price and a healthy dose of skepticism about their ability to work together without killing each other. She provides them with the intel, the resources, and a very custom, very fast vehicle that can handle the terrain.
Their journey to Chernobyl is fraught with peril. The landscape is desolate, eerie, and unwelcoming, the air heavy with the unspoken history of the place. They infiltrate the Etion facility, which is a marvel of sinister high-tech engineering. The security is intense, a maze of laser grids, automatic turrets, and heavily armed guards. Hobbs and Shaw, once again, showcase their distinct methods. Hobbs busts through reinforced doors, creating chaos and drawing fire, while Shaw uses his stealth and tactical brilliance to bypass security systems and silently neutralize threats. They move through the facility, a ballet of destruction and precision. The sound of alarms blaring is quickly followed by the dull thud of guards hitting the floor. They finally locate the extraction device, a complex, gleaming machine humming with power. Just as they are about to initiate the procedure, Brixton and his forces arrive, alerted to their presence. Another massive firefight erupts. This time, the stakes are even higher, as Hattie's condition rapidly deteriorates. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and the metallic tang of blood. They manage to get Hattie hooked up to the machine, the soft whir of the device a beacon of hope amidst the chaos. Brixton, however, is relentless, storming into the chamber, intent on stopping them. He confronts Shaw, throwing accusations and revealing more details about their shared, tragic past. The fight between them is brutal and personal, full of rapid strikes and powerful counterattacks, each blow carrying the weight of their history. Hobbs, meanwhile, holds off the remaining Etion forces, a one-man wrecking crew, his grunts of effort echoing through the chamber. With the extraction process barely complete, they manage to escape the facility as it begins to self-destruct around them, the building groaning and collapsing with a deafening roar. They escape Chernobyl by the skin of their teeth, the virus safely extracted from Hattie, but now contained in a portable device, making it an even more tempting target for Etion. With the device in hand, they realize their next move requires a place where they can regroup, plan, and stand their ground against Brixton and his seemingly endless resources. This leads them to the one place Hobbs knows is impenetrable, his homeland of Samoa. It's a strategic retreat, a chance to leverage Hobbs's family, his roots, and his cultural heritage. The decision is made on the fly, a desperate gambit to buy them time. The journey to Samoa is relatively uneventful, a brief moment of calm before the impending storm, allowing for more strained conversations and forced bonding. The plane ride is filled with their usual bickering, interspersed with Hattie's exasperated sighs.
Upon arrival, the vibrant, sun-drenched landscape of Samoa is a stark contrast to the grimy, industrial battlegrounds they've been fighting in. The rhythmic sound of ocean waves is a welcome change from gunfire. Hobbs takes them to his ancestral home, a sprawling compound nestled amidst lush greenery, a place of peace and strength. Here, they meet Hobbs's large, extended family, a clan of imposing, fiercely loyal Samoan warriors, led by his equally imposing mother, Safina. The family reunion is a mix of warm embraces, playful teasing, and a palpable sense of community. Shaw, ever the outsider, is viewed with suspicion, his polished demeanor clashing hilariously with their rugged, traditional ways. Hobbs's brothers are initially less than welcoming, their massive forms radiating a protective aura around their home and their brother. There's a moment of humorous tension when Shaw tries to order them around, only to be met with blank stares and a collective flexing of muscle that quickly makes him reconsider his approach. Hobbs explains the situation to his family, emphasizing the danger to their home, their people, and the world. His family, though initially hesitant to get involved in what they see as white man's problems, ultimately rallies around him, their loyalty to family overriding all else. A powerful sense of unity fills the air, the rhythmic beat of a traditional drum starting up in the background, a call to arms. They decide to prepare for battle, knowing that Brixton and Etion will inevitably track them down. The preparations are an incredible blend of modern ingenuity and ancient tradition. Hobbs' family, while not possessing high-tech weaponry, are masters of improvisation and brutal, effective combat. They scavenge materials, fashioning makeshift weapons from scrap metal, natural resources, and whatever they can get their hands on. They set booby traps, dig trenches, and fortify the compound, turning their peaceful home into a formidable fortress. The sound of hammering and the clang of metal fill the air, mixed with the deep, resonant voices of the family planning their defense. It's a powerful visual of a community coming together to protect what they love, a raw, visceral display of strength and resilience. Shaw, initially dismissive of their methods, is slowly impressed by their resourcefulness and their unwavering spirit. He even pitches in, offering tactical advice and using his technical knowledge to upgrade some of their defensive measures, adding a touch of sophisticated flair to their rugged preparations. Hattie helps too, despite her still weakened state, her determination shining through. As the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the island, the moment of truth arrives. Brixton Lore and his massive Etion forces descend upon Samoa. They arrive in a fleet of heavily armored vehicles, including a massive, imposing helicopter that looms over the island, its rotors thumping with a menacing rhythm. The ground trembles under the weight of their arrival, a chilling silence preceding the inevitable chaos. The Etion soldiers are armed with advanced weaponry, their movements precise and coordinated, a stark contrast to the raw, untamed power of Hobbs's family. The final battle begins with a roar. Hobbs's family, standing united, performs a powerful haka, their chants echoing across the battlefield, a declaration of defiance and a challenge to their technologically superior enemy. The ground literally vibrates with the sound. Then, all hell breaks loose. The Samoan warriors, using their knowledge of the terrain and their ingenious traps, ambush the Etion forces. Explosions erupt, sending plumes of smoke and debris into the air, the crump of the blasts shaking the very ground. Etion soldiers are caught in nets, impaled by sharpened bamboo spears, and taken down by powerful, well-aimed blows from makeshift weapons. It's a brutal, chaotic, yet surprisingly strategic fight. Hobbs, a force of nature, charges into the fray. His bare fists connect with Etion soldiers with bone-jarring force. Each punch is a thwack, each tackle a sickening crunch. He takes on multiple opponents simultaneously, roaring with primal energy, an unstoppable juggernaut. Shaw, ever the strategist, uses a combination of his combat skills and tactical ingenuity, silently taking down enemies, using their own technology against them, and coordinating with Hobbs's family. He moves with a predatory grace, his movements economical and deadly. Hattie, armed with her own MI6 training, fights alongside her brother and Hobbs, demonstrating her capabilities and proving she's more than just a target. She's quick, precise, and surprisingly resilient. The battle escalates as the Etion forces push back, their advanced weapons causing significant damage. The helicopter, armed with heavy machine guns, rains down fire, its bullets tearing through the jungle, kicking up dirt and leaves. In a truly insane moment, Hobbs and his brothers, using their combined strength and a massive chain, attempt to bring down the helicopter by hand. The ropes strain, the men grunt with effort, their muscles bulging, their feet digging into the earth. It's a ridiculous, over-the-top, but utterly exhilarating sequence, embodying the Fast and Furious ethos of defying physics with pure will. It's so silly, yet you can't help but cheer.
Meanwhile, Brixton Lore, still believing himself to be the Black Superman, confronts Hobbs and Shaw. This is it, the big showdown. He's furious, his cybernetic enhancements glowing ominously. He takes them on simultaneously, his speed and strength overwhelming. He's faster than they are, each strike a blur, each dodge seamless. His blows land with a metallic clang, reminding them of his unnatural advantages. Hobbs and Shaw, realizing they can't beat him with brute force alone, resort to teamwork. They use their contrasting styles to their advantage. Hobbs draws Brixton's power, absorbing his hits, while Shaw exploits openings, delivering precise, debilitating strikes. It's a back-and-forth struggle full of powerful blows, quick dodges, and shouted insults. The ground around them is churned earth and broken debris. The air is thick with the sounds of grunts, strained breathing, and the sickening crack of fists connecting with cybernetic plating. The helicopter finally managed to outmaneuver him, forcing him into a vulnerable position, exploiting a weakness in his cybernetic system. The helicopter, damaged but still a threat, becomes the final piece of the puzzle. Hobbs, Shaw, and Hattie realize they need to ground it to truly defeat Etion. In a daring maneuver, they commandeer various vehicles, some custom-built, some salvaged, and engage in a high-speed chase through the jungle, culminating in a spectacular sequence where they hitch a series of trucks to the helicopter, attempting to pull it down. It's ludicrous, impossible, and utterly captivating.
The ropes creak and strain, the engines roar, and the drivers grit their teeth, their faces contorted with effort. The helicopter pilot tries desperately to ascend, but the combined weight of the trucks, coupled with the relentless pulling of Hobbs and his family, begins to drag it down. The ground is torn up, trees are uprooted, and the air is filled with the deafening roar of engines and the furious thump of the chopper blades fighting against the inevitable. Finally, with a tremendous, deafening roar of tearing metal and the explosive sound of its engine giving out, the helicopter crashes to the ground, a mangled mess of burning wreckage and twisted steel. The impact sends a shockwave through the jungle, scattering dirt and leaves. With the main threat neutralized, the remaining Etion forces are quickly overwhelmed by Hobbs's family. The battle then returns to the personal confrontation between Brixton, Hobbs, and Shaw. With the Etion forces scattered, Brixton is left exposed. He still possesses immense power, but he's no longer the black Superman he once was. He's more a desperate, cornered animal. Hobbs and Shaw corner him, relentless in their pursuit. They continue their tag team strategy, each landing powerful blows, each exploiting the chinks in his armor. The fight is brutal, full of sweat and blood and determination. They finally manage to disable his cybernetic enhancements, the electronic whir fading to a whimper, leaving him vulnerable, a man stripped of his perceived invincibility. Shaw delivers the final decisive blow, a punch that carries years of resentment and regret, ending Brixton's reign of terror for good. Brixton's creator, the unseen voice of Etion, remotely deactivates him, stating that he is no longer necessary. A cold, chilling end to a cybernetically enhanced villain. In the aftermath of the epic battle, the Samoan village is damaged but still standing, a testament to the resilience of Hobbs's family. The air is still thick with the smell of smoke and gunpowder, but there's also a sense of victory, a collective exhale of relief. The virus, now safely contained, is handed over to Locke for secure transport. The immediate threat is over, humanity is saved, and the world can breathe a little easier. Hobbs and Shaw, battered and bruised, stand amidst the wreckage, a grudging respect now clearly evident between them. They've saved the world, sure, but more importantly, they've proven that they can work together, even if it meant a constant stream of insults and near-fatal disagreements. Their parting is, of course, filled with more sarcastic banter, promises of never working together again, and thinly veiled threats. But underneath it all, there's a newfound camaraderie. It's the sort of bonding that only happens when you've almost died together a dozen times. Hattie bids farewell to her brother and Hobbs, a smile finally gracing her face. The family embraces, the sounds of celebration slowly replacing the echoes of war. In the post-credit scenes, we get a glimpse into the future. Locke calls Hobbs, teasing him with another major global threat, suggesting Hobbs might not be out of the spy game for good. It's classic Locke, all bombast and dire warnings. Shaw, ever the protector of his family, orchestrates a little reunion for his mother in prison, a subtle but satisfying nod to his past and his underlying loyalty. It's a sweet, if slightly illegal, moment. And the film also teases the possibility of further adventures for this unlikely duo, leaving the audience with the distinct impression that their story and their bickering is far from over. It seems the world just can't get enough of these two loud-mouthed, muscle-bound heroes. This chaotic journey of self-discovery and reluctant partnership, filled with explosions, impossible stunts, and a surprising amount of heart, reminds us that even the most stubborn individuals can find common ground when the stakes are high enough. It's a testament to the idea that true strength lies not just in brawn or intellect, but in the unwavering bonds of family, chosen or otherwise, and the courage to protect what you love, no matter the odds. Sometimes, saving the world just requires two guys who absolutely hate each other to finally realize they're better together. Hobbs and Shaw is exactly what you'd expect from a Fast and Furious spinoff. Big, dumb, and absolutely glorious fun. It delivers on the action, the humor, and the incredible chemistry between its two leads, proving that the Fast Saga still has plenty of gas in the tank. It's a riot from start to finish.